Hey guys, I want to talk to you a little bit today about some of the types of people that you're going to encounter in your life inevitably at some point along your journey. And that's the type of person that's filled with hate and spreads their hate and burns you with their hate and spreads their negativity and exhausts some of this negative energy they have inside of them. And just because of the fact that you're in proximity to them, a lot of times you're not going to do anything that warrants or deserves this sort of energy or this sort of hate to come your way, but you're going to get this from people from time to time. This is going to happen, and I've learned to analyze people first of all, but I've also learned to try to look a little bit beyond their actions, in a sense that, you know, I've come to learn and come to realize that everybody is going through things internally that you have no idea what's going on inside of them. And a lot of times, you know, probably most people on this earth are walking around with some sort of misery going on inside of them. They're dealing with something. They've got something inside of them. And a lot of times, like, we're just kind of in the line of fire. We're kind of the people that, for no other reason, we just catch some of the flack that's coming out from them. And I wanted to give you a little bit of analogy. One of the ways I started to look at people in this sense is like a volcano, in a way, guys, okay? A volcano that is full of lava, let's say, and has this raging inferno and this hot bubbling, you know, up of this liquid magma on inside of them. It gets to a certain point where the volcano can no longer hold that lava inside of it, and it erupts, right? And what happens when a volcano erupts? It spews all this flame and this heat and this ashes and all this everything around it. And a lot of times you're just in the line of fire. You're just underneath the halo of where this eruption has occurred. And this is the way people operate and act, you know, a lot of times in life, is that, you know, once again, by no other nature other than the virtue of the fact that you were just standing right next to them. Like, you could be there on the wrong day where you catch this heat and you catch this flack, and you're in the line of fire, and that sucks, and it hurts. Like, a lot of times it comes from complete strangers, unfortunately, but even people that, you know, you might be friends with, or even family members, or different sorts of people that you have in your life are going to go through this stuff and do this stuff at various points in time in their lives. And probably a lot of times it's not necessarily always intentional, but it's just a lot of people don't know how to control it. And like I said, people can act and behave like volcanoes. And the advice today is very simple, guys. It's just, you know, first of all, like, you know, just trying to learn to look at people in this way. But second of all, like, you're gonna need to make a concerted effort to get away from these people. And that's just the advice. If somebody in your life, or just somebody in general, you know, when you're out there in the normal, average, everyday world, just walking around, is this sort of person, this sort of volcano, and they're just spitting hate and heat at you for no good reason. The obvious, guys, is like, get away from that. Remove yourself from that situation. In the same way, you wouldn't build your house down the street from an active volcano unless you want to have lava, you know, in your living room at some point, or sweep your house away, or set you on fire or something. Like, don't set up shop close to and remain proximate to these people in life, guys. You have to learn to get away from these people. Get away from those volcanoes that are just spitting out heat and hate for no good reason. And I mean, I don't want to say no good reason. I'm sure, circling back to what I mentioned in the beginning of the talk here, is that yes, they're probably dealing with some things on the inside, and that's the reason why they're bubbling up. They can't contain it. They're spitting and spewing out this excessive amount of negative energy onto the world around them, and that's not okay. That's not the way that people should be handling stuff. But that is the human in a lot of regards, in a lot of senses, in a lot of situations. That's how they behave. But guys, you can't fix anybody. You can't control people going through those things. You can't control people behaving in that situation. But what you can control is your proximity and your choice to remove yourself from those people and to get away from them and to avoid those falling ashes and falling embers and falling heat and falling hate and all that kind of stuff. And that's on you. It's your choice to either remain proximate to those sorts of people or to get away from them. I encourage you to distance yourself from those people. Yes, there's going to be times when these are people that you truly love and care about in your life, but at the end of the day, you can't fix them, you can't save them. That's just a cold reality, and you need to look out for yourself a little bit, okay? You need to just remove your proximity. Get away from them. Don't spend time around them, okay? It's as simple as that, all right? All right, guys. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Talk to you real soon.